into another game. It'll be Michigan, another top-ranked team, top 10 ranked, taking on the Boilermakers. And Jeff Brom, okay, he was ready to fire up his team pregame. Yeah, hammer down, chair down. First quarter, this is a problem for the Wolverines. Wilton Spate gets sacked, gets injured, would leave the game and not return. So that means John O'Korn is in at the quarterback spot. 12 yards over to Zach Gentry, and Michigan scores first 7-0. Purdue once again went back and forth with their QBs. This is Elijah Sindelar to Bryce Hopkins. A 10-yarder the other way. Game's tied at 7. Second quarter, about 9 minutes to go. It's a 3rd and 10 for the Wolverines. John O'Korn throws to the wrong guy. Not necessarily his fault, a little bit of tip, but still, Vaughn Mosley gets it, and Boilermakers would get a field goal off of that. They're up. They're trying to pull off a top 10 upset. They're leading at the break. Third quarter, Chris Evans. Howard, he shows some moments. He had a moment here, 10 yards.
Yeah, no question about it. He's truly special. Gets the ball downhill, explodes through the hole. Good job out of the offensive line, opening the hole down the line.
Michigan's up by 4 in the 4th. O'Korn looks to Zach Gentry again. Floated over the middle. That's a 25-yard pickup. The Wolverines in business. Play later would be a touchdown with Ty Isaac. To the 4th again, still later on. Look at that move from Chris Evans. Finding a hole and goes 49 yards. It was a close game until then. 28-10 is your final score. The Michigan Wolverines get a nice win for them. Again, Spate a problem because of that injury. He only throws 4 passes on the day, but O'Korn throws for 270 yards. And how about that Wolverine defense? They've allowed only 30 yards rushing in this game. They only allowed 11 week 1, 68 week 2, 168 week 3. They have been impressive. Bruce Feldman with the quarterback, John O'Korn.
John, you've been through a lot. You were a star at Houston as a freshman. You've been really patient. You could have left here as a grad transfer this past offseason. He's decided to stick it through. What's going through your mind now after leading these guys to a rally on the road?
I'm just happy to be a part of a great team win. We're 1-0 in the Big Ten, but for me personally, it's an emotional win. Tony Levine, my head coach at Houston, was on the other sideline, so, this was one before the season. I was thinking if there's one game I want to play in, it's this one, because, it's no secret he benched me at Houston, and for things to come full circle, it's just a really emotional night for me.
He told me you guys had talked for a little bit before the game. What was that conversation like?
We were just catching up, because we haven't talked much over the past few years, but, we buried the hatchet, and, he asked about my family, I asked about his, and we hugged it out, and that was about it.
How are you able to stay so patient here and bide your time as opposed to trying to leave? You could have probably gone someplace else and had a better chance to start right away.
Yeah, I think that's just the culture that Coach Harbaugh has built and people at Michigan have built for the past 200 years. Our saying is those who stay will be champions, and you can either choose to buy into that or not, and I chose to buy into it and chose to stay.
Walk me through that third down. You're down 10-7, deep in your territory. You fight off a couple of sacks, hit a throw downfield. What did that do for your confidence and for this team to get into a rhythm?
I don't know that was a play that added to my confidence at all. It was more of a surprise that I got out of those tacklers. But just all day, we committed to staying together, and when we were down, we faced adversity. It was the first time we've really faced adversity the past few weeks on the road, and I'm just proud to be a part of this team.
You feel like you made a statement here that you should have a shot at starting going forward?
I'll be ready if my number's called, and Wilton and I are great friends, and I hope he's okay. I really do. I haven't talked to him yet, but haven't heard anything. But I'm just willing to put my best foot forward for the team. If my number's called, then great.
Thanks, John. Back to you guys.
Appreciate it.